It's a pleasure to welcome you all, and so many of you also, to this side event on blue growth in small island development states.
Well, I had never expected that I should be working with fashion as Fisheries Minister, but it came as an initiative from this Nordic cooperation organization that we have in the Faroe Islands, and also from some locals that said, well, why not focus on this? And the first challenge was invited to be only people from the Nordic countries, but now we will invite people especially from what we call large ocean nations across the world, from the Pacific, from the Oceanian, from the Caribbean. So we hope that we will also find there people that can work with this. And we don't have to experience before because we invited people that they hadn't worked with this before, but they got the material and then they got creative. And we hope that will also happen in the next session.
So this is actually a fisherman's outfit from Japan meets a Faroese tradition, and it's made out of salmon skin. I think there were 60 some skins in this one, so there goes quite a lot of material. But what intrigued the jury the most was this travel bag. It fits into you if you want to have on board an aeroplane. It does hold the right measures. 72 fish skins, and they were intrigued by the jury, and when the jury had their final words, it all ended up, we all want that back. Even if the designer were to do, like, should we say 100 bags, they will not be the same, because this is like a puzzle. Every fish has its own shape, and every fish has its own, you can see all the different colors here. This Blue Fashion Challenge, the success was so great that we are now expecting to host another one in 2019 on the 2nd of September to the 7th of December. And we do hope to have an outreach to the large ocean nation. By the way, I think you in FAO call them SIDS nation. We do hope to have materials from them, marine materials from their societies, and designer from their societies coming to the Faroes, competing in this challenge, and see who will win, and yeah, who will be like the best designer, best marine fashion designer.
On a commencé même à discuter, on va changer de communication pour permettre d'amener cette expérience à Sao Tomé aussi. Ça veut dire de permettre d'engager les femmes principalement dans ce travail, de transformer les peaux et vendre à un prix plus haut niveau. Ça veut dire ici, nous sommes en train de parler déjà dans la création d'une chaîne de valeur. Hein? Avec la femme, avec la question de genre, avec la femme que peut avoir un moyen d'avoir des rendements dans sa vie.
A long time ago, back in Brazil, before I moved to Europe, I worked with a brand in Brazil, and they were already working with fish skin. They were kind of pioneers in Brazil. So that was my entire school, because actually in fashion school, we don't learn anything about fashion, about fish skin. Sometimes we get told that we're crazy. What? Fish skin? What is that? That's not gonna work. So I've learned everything with this brand. And when I moved to Europe, I saw there was nobody doing, well, maybe there is someone that I don't know, but I didn't see anybody doing fish skin. I said, well, that's my opportunity. Let's do it. But then, okay, where I'm gonna buy fish skin? How I'm gonna do it? And as I'm Brazilian, I'm here in Europe, and I just, was designing my brand. I said, well, I want to give a Brazilian touch to that. So I started digging in Brazil for, someone that could provide me those skins. And thanks to some old, former colleagues from the brands I used to work for, they gave me this hint. They said, well, there are these women that I've heard about, maybe you can contact them. I was very amazed by their stories, because they are fishermen's wives. They had no jobs, and they were just there helping their husbands how to clean the skin, and they were throwing the skin in the garbage away, doing nothing with that. Then a biologist from the University of Paraná came to this community and said, hey, no, you're like losing money. You can do things with, fish skin can become leather, and it's an easy process. It doesn't take a long time to make it. So thanks to this biologist, she trained those women, and they started to transform those garbage in leather.
We have a lot of waste products that we until now have been thrown away. The fish skin, the bones and everything from the fish. So this is also part of more sustainable fisheries, where we can get more value of each living resource that we take from the sea. So we see huge possibilities in this. Of course, it will take some time before it becomes a really marketing thing. But if we succeed, this can be of huge importance for every nation that lives from resource from the sea.